Welcome back. I think today we're going to play with more of a classic Oasis by a rocky outcropping kind of vibe. Not smack dab in the middle of the rolling dunes, but, you know, same kind of thing. I worked on this guy yesterday, and I think I want to put them in the scene. There they are. So obviously, green Archon, shocking, of the provider cast. I think it'd be fun to maybe make their home environment be that Oasis, because something that looks like this and is 7 meters tall isn't living in a barracks with the rest of the soldiers. So, yeah. So as soon as Blender will open up, come on. Yeah. I guess in the meantime, let's just select him. Oh, get out of pose mode. Select the hierarchy, copy, and we'll just dump him into our folder of people here so we have him saved. And I think that is that green? That's the green's the next one down. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting quite a few greater Archons here just because they're fun to make. So this is the trick of doing anything on your own and the trap of doing anything on your own. You're like, oh, yeah, it was fun. Those are fun to make, so I get a ton of them. Okay, here we go. We're up. Let's get rid of the cube. And goodbye. And mesh, circle, S100. We're going to go with a big rotation scale, tab, fill. And again, we will quad remesh it just to get it nice and square with 250. Delete the original. And I always look, even though it's always exactly the same. There we go. Now, kind of want to try something different. Let's see. Shift A, curve, circle. Scale it. And let's G there. And then tab, Shift D, scale. Let's just, and then, let's see what that does. I'm curious. If we use draw terrain, I'm going to select our Bezier circle. Yeah, it works. Thought it would. It's going to be a little bit too smooth, I think, but we can just grab the whole thing. Oh, come on. L. There we go. That gives us kind of an interesting starting point. I'm not sure I'm going to do it or not, but let's see. Spread. Okay. Yeah, maybe. W subdivide. I kind of get that. I wish it wasn't quite so. I don't want to go. I think actually what I'll do is P, separate that into a different thing. So this is designed to create, because it follows the path, we get this drop in the middle. And let's see if we can't item mean radius and make that bigger. Oh no. No, I'm not feeling it. It's a neat idea, but I'm not feeling it. Let's do it again. Get rid of it. Shift A, it's just a little too smooth. Curve, Bezier, tab, X, vertices, and we're just going to draw ourselves something here. Whee! Very funky. And just going to take it so it's slightly off too, so it falls to the edge. There we go. Now this thing can have that curve. Yeah. And this curve go up. Cool. And then tab the curve. We will go and turn on random and connected only. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you, man. Grab that and GZ down. Let's make this way wider, though. You don't get a lot because there's not that much to it. That's fine, though. Okay. Let's do another one. Curve Bezier again. Tab X, vertices, and draw. Okay, and W. Subdivide this one. Let's subdivide it twice. And then grab. All right, that should be interesting. Maybe. Add a modifier, terrain, draw terrain, kill the base subdivision. Don't want it there. Okay. Yeah. That's actually looking kind of neat. Spread it a bit. That's actually looking really cool. I think the true magic of these is when they start to overlap on each other. Hey, Unquiet. Good to see you, man. Could top plateau it a bit. And we'll leave the chaos factor up, but we're going to smooth it down. That's looking like a neat kind of vibe. Now, let's do one more. Or not. Well, sure. Let's do at least one more. Because there's never too many. Bezier curve. X vertices. And let's draw. And we're going to come along here and go in and around like that. Ooh, interesting. I didn't realize it was at an angle, but that could be cool. Grab here. Add another draw terrain. Going crazy. Base sub. Bezier curve 2. Interesting. All right. Yeah. And then spread it 30. Yes, that gives us this neat kind of depression area there. I think that might be where we'll put some water too. It's looking kind of cool. Now let's take this whole thing and peak smooth. Great. And I think we'll apply all. We're probably going to refix it again anyway. It is higher poly than I think we needed. I think I didn't lower it, did I? Let's see. Yeah, we don't need all that. 105 faces. Let's take it down to 25,000. Remash it. Go, go, go. Probably won't go that far, but yeah, let's see what we get down to. Yeah, it did. Nice. Cool. Delete it and tab. Yeah, that's way better. That's looking good. Now let's save. Yep. New Year's at April. Jesus Christ. 4011. Live stream. Oasis. I refuse to call it live stream Wonderwall. Okay. There we go. And now add a modifier, terrain, terrainer base. Oh, that's so cool. Just like the way this thing works. Strength of 10. There's just something about turning a simple, smooth terrain, you know, like plain into terrain that I just think is neat. Looks good. I like these little ridges. They look like strata on the rock kind of to me, which is fun. Cool. Apply. Okay. And it's thinking. Okay. Cool. You're going to be the one that saves me? Because after all, you're my Wonderwall? Yeah. All right. Blender shaders. Mine. Landscape. Red Rock Desert. Let's just get this out of the way. And we're going to come here and we're just going to already just set our exposure to 8 so I can see what the heck it's doing. Okay. Pretty good, but not exactly what we want yet. Let's go ahead and just fix this material while we're doing it, though. Okay, so the first thing, we're not baking it, so we can just get rid of that. And that, too. So this is that. And we need to bring this Z way up to 0. Okay, there we go. So that white is just plain sand, and the rock is a mix of sand and rock, but that looks pretty good. We can even go a little higher. Up to that. We'll say that's going to be sand, right? Let's see if I'm right. Yes, I'm right. Then I made a little sort of a cheat one, and it's not really real, but this one here, I'm going to set this to 0. And that is wet sand, I believe. So I turn this on here. Yes. I should have like mud basically down there. And I'm going to drop that down just a little bit, I think. Where'd it go? The first one, there's the second one. Z -3, -5. I want it to only be basically be my pit. -7. Come on, just go away till you're like that. Okay, cool. -12.25, just to be exact. And save. Okay, except I don't think these numbers actually necessarily match to what global are anyway, but yeah. Hey. So that's giving us like where our lake is going to be for our Oasis. Cool. And we got to actually work with materials on here so we can see what the heck we're doing. Plane. Scale that up. Okay, and there we go. Just below that mark. We can go a little bit higher. So we got like the barest bit of that dark color there. Save. That's cool. That worked. Now we can drop back into gray mode. Can't remember, did I control a rotation scale? Well, I did now. Q, add modifier, solidify. Let me take it further. Cool. Apply all. Water. Just give it a, well, we may change the material on it later, but let's just give it polyonic. Spell material. Water, yeah. Pond is going to have some green in it. Fountain will be pretty clear. Let's try fountain. Let's see how it goes. And convert to editable. Make sure it's set to cycles. It is. Let's see what that gives us. It's hard to tell when you got just a blank white sky, but it'll work for us for right now. Okay. I'm kind of liking it. I'm not sure I feel great about the sand on the top. I think I want to change that sand. Shading. Look. That's going to be the dark on this one. Okay. So that should be color 1. Yes, these. And I could just manually go through and change it. Let's just do that. Okay. Open, sand, muddy. No, I want. I have a sand one. Come on. Sand. Beach sand. Albedo that. And come on. Beach sand. Roughness that. And beach sand normal. Non-color. And height. Sure. Beach sand. Height. Let's see what that looks like. Is that better or worse? I hope it's better now that I've spent time doing it. I don't even know if it did it. Which ones did it change? Did it change anything? Let's see. Scale. 20. Oh, is that the, did I do the muddy one underneath? Oh, you bastard. Although actually, I don't hate it, but I did. Edit, undo history, fine, piss off. All those. Connect to output. Connect to output. There we go. The wrong one. I swore I was right. Oh, whatever. Let's try it this one. This one's sand. That would make sense for it to be sand. It's not that way, man. I did think about you. I'm like, I'm not trying to like diss on your Oasis. I liked your Oasis. There we go. Not normal roughness. Normal. Normal. Non-color. Displacement. Height. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Cool. Oh, did it change the top one? No, it didn't, and I like that. Good. That one's still rocky. Which gives us a little bit of neat like mixture here where they're not the same. Okay. I think I do need to change the scale on it a little bit. It's a little too big. Beach sand, scale 20. Let's see, does that make it better? Yeah. Come on. Yeah, that's better. We could maybe even go 25. Yeah. Make it very small. Okay. And I wish it wasn't doing it here, which we could take away. Easy enough. We're going to go to our shading. And up here on this one, Shift A, search geometry, normal to separate XYZ, great, Z to ramp, cool. And then ramp color output to mix. And vector, right? Mix color, yep, good. And we can take that to there and that to there. And now that's even better, but we can punch. See, it brought it down there, but we want to mix. We want to multiply or screen. Multiply factor. Yeah. There we go. And then we can bring that up even more. And that will bring back some of that rock into there. And that feels pretty good to me. Although I didn't, see, this is where you get into like, sometimes you don't want it in multiple places. You're like, whatever. So it's mostly rock over the sand. There's just a light scattering of sand here. And that's fine. But I think that's better than before when we had sand running up this cliff, which has looked bizarre. That looks okay to me. So this is water, but again, it might even be mostly runoff because it's a lot of rock. Okay, cool. We are good with that. Now, let's just do a little. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to do some human-made stuff, but I haven't decided what yet. So while I'm trying to think about it, let's do a scatter. Geoscatter. Emission of our ground. Actually, I'm going to do my thing that I was telling you about before. Mesh cube. Clear off to the side, and then scatter to our cube. And biome scatter doesn't even matter. Really, literally anything will work for this, but we might as well use the one we're going to use, or one of the ones we're going to use. Let's do this dry biome 4. Okay. And now we can turn off geoscatter entirely. Come to here, grab that, and do dry biome 4. And because it's turned off, it's super fast. And we can get rid of this now entirely. Goodbye. Okay, so this bad boy here. Got dry biome 4. The first thing we want is we need to move this new collection to our water. And I don't know that I'm going to need more, but just in case, let's do a, come on, new collection. Obstructions, and move water into obstructions. Okay. I put obstruct, obstructions. Great. Now, at least initially, I want everything kind of near the water. I want these trees near the water. So proximity, repel, water. Minimum, I'm going to say up to 5 meters from the water. Reverse that. And turn it on. And turn on geoscatter. And we get trees. Yeah, maybe even less. Let's go 4 meters from water. We're getting water here because this is actually close. We could come in here and take this if we wanted to. And GY or GX and bring it in. Yeah. It's still near it even when it's underneath. There we go. That's closer. Morning, Michael. Save. Tab. All right. We like those there. Let's do the same thing to trees 2. Repel from the water. Distance of 4. Turn it on. Why is that? Oh, reverse. Instant Oasis, just add trees. Okay. I mean, we'll just keep going. Do the same thing with the grass. Repel. Water. I'm going to make it even go a little closer to, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Reverse. 3.5. On. It's looking pretty good. I think I might set a, just to be nerdy, a slope on it. Yeah, I think we will. Slope, and we'll let it be 22. And not absolute. Okay, saving again. Okay, let's turn off grass. Rocks, you know, I don't know if I care. They can kind of go everywhere. Maybe. No, I don't really want them in the sand, do I? So rocks, I think we're going to set an elevation altitude, minimum of 0, maximum of 50, just so we can go all the way up to the top. And minimum, bringing it up until it's like that. There we go. So our rocks are mostly going above, and minimum of 1. Okay, good to know for the next rock. The next rock, elevation, altitude, minimum of 0.85, maximum of 50. Because that's the smaller rock, right? Yeah. That feels a little too sharp. Transition of 3 goes everywhere. So let's go to a minimum of 2. That's better. And we're going to do a slope too, I think. That'll help. Slope. Yeah, oh yeah, that helps. Okay. Cool. And twigs are just going to be near water. I don't think we need to worry about, well, we could do a slope. So they're only on flat. But they're also going to be near our water. More specifically near our trees, I guess. Minimum distance of 4. Invert. Save. We have, take a look. Turn on our grass too. I think we're going to need to see that, because it's going to hide some of that underground, under the texture on the ground that really doesn't match what it should be. But that's better. It's very scrubby. What the hell? Let's just turn them on. Okay. So that grass line is way too sharp because it's sadly touching that thing. What do we want to do about grass? That's the weird looking one right now. We get that to work and we'll be good. Proximity transition of 3. Did that help? Yeah, a little. Let's see if we change the minimum distance here to 1. I just want to see what it's going to do. It's going to think for a minute. Okay, that's better. Doesn't feel like it's quite so squished to the edge of that line. Let's just turn off our trees. That'll help us see too. It's still very square. I think what I'm going to do, come on. Let's grab our water. Tab. Come on. There we go. Yeah, come on. I'm going to turn off right. Just got it first. Okay, now it should be faster. It's still all over my ground, but if I turn this back on, see if I've, now that it's not going to the edge as much, yeah, that's better. It just makes it rounder. So we get these kind of a little bit of adjusting there. We're going to do a little bit more. Actually, let's just turn off that entirely and turn off that. And GY. No, actually, let's not do that. E. Let's see what that does. Yeah, cool. Like, is that sticking out a little bit more? That feels a lot less square. Still kind of square on the ends, but I think it's fine. And these hide that pretty well. That feels better, I think. Okay. So we have Tropical Paradise. Now it's time to human mess with it. The great thing is this will work as long as we put something in obstructions. It'll block it out from that. We might need to repel the trees against buildings too, but turn off geoscatter. And it feels like this is a good place to put a platform of some kind. Mesh. Circle. 7. Radius of 4. It's a small platform. Great. Fill it. Okay, come back in and GZ up. And I like having multiple platforms. I'm just weird like that. Actually, let's do it in the same one. I don't want to be in water. New collection. Platform. But platforms, we will put in obstructions, I think. Yeah, sure. Tab. GZ up to there. Great. Shift D. Now, both of these face poke faces, we need to have them to tries or it will freak out. Okay. Now, L, GZ, cool. Bridge edge loops. And do we want to cut? Yeah, we'll cut once. Okay. And I feel like if you're going to do 1, you should do 2. Or in this case, 4 maybe. Ooh, no, I rotate wrong. 7. Great. RZ. Cool. And 1. GZ. Ooh, no. Let's just get rid of these for right now. No. Faces. Well, great. GZ up. Cool. And 2. Bridge edge loops. Great. And actually, LG. Come on, rotate to your roughly right, because I don't care too much. There we go. Control-E, bridge edge loops. Let's see what that gives us. We're going to grab, we don't have it open anymore, chosen settlement. Yeah. Come on. While it's thinking, we need to make sure this is in ground. Cool. It's looking all right to me. Great. We're going to grab this bad boy, and again, we want to make sure we delete that so it doesn't bring across all the dependencies. Control-C, copy objects. Over to here, into collection, paste. Now let's just drag all this shit off to the side. Okay. Cool. Then this to this, link, copy modifiers. This bad boy here. I'm going to set our ground again. Ground. Although it's basically doing it anyway. And we're getting some weirdness again. I'm going to fix it, I think. Let's see. Come here. Where's my cursor? There we go. Tab. Where is our origin on that? Right there. We're going to change that out. First off, I think P section. P section. Key section. I don't know why it's being a bitch. It's because of these 7-sided faces, basically, I think. But it seemed like we fixed it by just doing a object set origin to geometry yesterday. Object set origin to geometry. Object. If this fixes it, I don't care. Yeah. There we got. One last one here is weird. It doesn't like the height changes is what I think it looks like. I don't know why. It used to work fine. It's probably just a P section. Something's changed with geometry since I bought this one. They haven't upgraded it. Object set origin to geometry. Great. And this bad boy here, tab. Yeah, it's the height change. Object set origin to geometry. But that fixes it, so whatever. This one's got one too, actually. It's just small if you can't see it. All right. There we go. All those are better now. I don't know why, but whatever. And they're just very simple platforms anyway, which is all we wanted. I don't really think we need to give them any let's see. Let's keep playing. Talking to myself. Shift D, GZ. We're going to go up 6. Now let's see what that gives us. Did it work? Again, weirdness around. Let's see if we can change it to new material. The whole thing's material 1. Great. Yes, and then that is, come on. Balcony. That's like the worst of the problem. It does not like having these tries. It much prefers quads. Sadly, we can't really do quads. So we're just not gonna have to. We're gonna have to do this a different way then, and that's fine. We got loads of time anyway. Tab L, Shift D, P section, tab, and we're gonna get rid of that on this one. Raise it up 6. Okay. And then 1 GZ there. Cool. Z -6. That's how we'll do it. Cool. That'll work. Save. Object set origin to geometry, just because it's there. Right. Okay. Q, add modifier, wireframe. Looks good to me. Great. Then we want to do what? Shift D, P section, tab. Come back to this thing. Where's the smaller one? Where'd it go? That, right? Get rid of wireframe. Tab, fill. Oh, okay. Fill. And that's that, right? And we can get rid of this one. Okay. There we go. We're getting there. GZ up. Tab. Face. Poke faces. Cool. And then 7. Cool. 3. We're just going to do it manually. While I think about what I'm going to do next. Okay. All that's what we want. Cool. Then we want to take and let's look at normal. No, God damn you. Okay. we're gonna cheat a little bit. It's just easier. E. There we go. Now 3. Grab those. Alt E. Extrude individual faces out. Yes. That's what I wanted. To there. Shift R. And that should be good enough. Cool. Then we're going to select all of that. X faces, and then L, X faces, and then N, M, and by distance, good. So they're all back to being one thing again. Right. Cool. And W, subdivide everything. Great. I promise we're getting somewhere. This thing, apply our wireframe. Now, this bad boy, we are going to make a cloth. Cool. We're going to make it heavy silk. Sure. Quality steps of 20. Collision steps of 20. We're going to make this a collision object. And friction of 25. Sure, why not? Then tab. Come here, tab. Edit the right thing, Seth. Come on. Get out of there. Fabric tent, yay. You got it. 1. And we are going to go over here and pin and assign it a 1. And save it. It is very heavy. It is actually far too heavy, I think, but it's kind of working. Whee! Yeah. Let's make it a little lighter. Weight of 0.1 kilograms per vertice instead of 1. Let's see if that does better for us. Feels like it. We could pin the sides, but I kind of want to leave them out like that. I think I like having them be open. But I think that what I want to do is shrink it by minus 0.1. So it's going to be bigger than our space when it goes. Which will give it maybe more of a cool interaction with itself. And we actually, I don't think we have self collision turned on, which we probably want to do. Yeah, that's looking cool. I'm gonna pause it. Turn on self-collision. Self-collision is on, just to make sure. I might even go a bit more, minus 0.15. Just gonna get big. And we're gonna cut our weight down to 0.025. And tab 3A, W, subdivide one more time. That should keep the same weight because it's a quarter as much. It's going to make a much more wrinkly fabric, and it's going to take a lot longer to sim, but it'll look cooler. Got to pay for that quality, right? I love cloth sims. Yeah, it's taking forever. I don't know if we're going to even get to it. It's looking cool, though. Let's do it one more time. Takes naps during simulation. Thanks. Make me feel better, man. Yeah. Let's go weight a little bit higher. 0.05. And speed, turn up to 2. Let's just see what that'll do. I've never messed with the speed before. That's better. Yeah, that's better. We're doing good, particularly since we've already messed with the geoscattering. So we're not having to scatter plants after this. This is just kind of, we can play with the human stuff practically till the end. Yeah, that's coming along well. I think that's looking good. It's a huge tent too, because this is designed for greater Archon size. So that height is 20 feet tall. It's 6 meters up, plus the width and all the rest of it. So that's a circus tent there basically. And I think 250 is going to be about right. There are other ways you could do this that are probably faster, but I just find this fun. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's looking good. Seems like it's just about stopped. We might as well just let it run to 250. It's going fast enough for that I don't mind waiting the extra 20 seconds. Cloth sims. Yeah, that was a cloth sim. Just a small one, like because the area is not so big, it didn't take that long. But yeah. Cool. That's right. It's done. Finish the cloth. Finish and apply the cloth. Great. Woohoo! That's actually really cool looking. I like it. We could do a... There we go. One more subdiv on it at the end, and it just pops. And could even give it a solidify. Thickness 1 centimeter. That's kind of thick. 0.005. Turn it on. Apply all. Cool. So that's where our dude's gonna live, probably, for lack of a better word. And let's see, could that be, that could be fun. What if here, tab 2, those, yeah, EZ6. Not normal, global. EZ6. Great. 3P section. It's not going to be that thing because we don't want that terrain on it. There we go. Now, how do we want to do this? Double it. That could be neat. Okay. Shift D. Q. Wireframe. Great. And tab. I think we want to add 2 of those there too. Great. Okay, I like that. I think. And this thing, solidify. There we go. Apply all. Take a look at it. Tab 3. Right. That's what we want. Vertex group. Assign. Okay. We're going to try, see if we like it or not, scattering on that. And we're going to go with a plant wall that I have had some for a while because they're just kind of neat. Let's try wall 7. It's a lot of plants, actually. It's the reason I don't use these is they're very high density, but they look cool. And this is not a terribly large object, so they're usually too large to put on grounds. Encoding overloaded. Yeah. Okay. Great. And geoscatter. I'm just going to set it to vertex group. I only want it on that group. Geoscatter on. I'm going to get this funky wall of plants. Let's see what it looks like. It's kind of neat. I'm gonna let's kill that. Oh, did I grab that one too? I didn't grab that one. That would be why. Assign. Subdivide. Let's do 2. Sometimes I feel like it does better if it has some subdivisions on it too. Let's see, does that fill up that space? Yes, it does. Good. Cool. That's a neat looking plant wall. I like it. And then we'll do another one on this side right here too. That worked for me. Tab 2 EZ6. P section. Move them off to their own objects. Cool. This thing. Again. Remove that. Great. And Shift D. Solo it. Tab 2. Control R 2. Kind of the same plane as before. I don't remember exactly how big I made it and I applied it. Did I apply it already? Oh, I didn't apply it already. Cool. Link. Copy modifiers. Great. Oh, grab the wrong one. There we go. This one we did apply, but I don't care. It's just going to be a big deal. Q, add modifier, solidify. Just a little bit. Yep. And apply. And tab 3, W, subdivide. Great. And add a vertex group. Assign tab. Okay, I'm back. And we'll give it a different plant thing. Let's just do kind of trying for things that are not super even, that don't really look like they were made for food plants, basically. Let's try 14. And again, I'm kind of trying to show who lives here by the stuff that they do. And with greater archons, that's interesting because they don't eat. They don't need any of the normal stuff that humans particularly use to occupy their space. So it's pretty much their hobbies and their job, and that's it. Okay. Turn on geoscatter for that. Cool. That looks all right too. So he's got these two different things for some reason just sitting on the side. And I think that that is awesome. Let's give them materials. Let's turn off geoscatter again. Time to start materializing things anyway. That is going to have our dirt and green, maybe? Sure. Come here. New dirt nail grass. Sure. And this one can just be link materials. Cool. This is going to be Sci-Fi steel. Is that the one, or is that the bright one? Which one is it? Let's look and see. Sci-Fi steel looks like the one it is. Cool. Link materials. Sci-Fi steel. Cool. Nice. I don't want these stairs glowing. It just pisses me off every time I see it. Step. There it is. I just can't handle it. Not anymore. Not this time. Hollow. Shading. You know what? I think we're just going to make a steel instead. Much better. Save. Just couldn't handle it anymore. Okay. Now, platforms are in obstructions, yes, so we shouldn't have any trees underneath them. But let's go to our retopo circle. Yeah, for trees. And trees 1, they might be okay near our platform, but trees 2 need to be at least 3 meters away from our platform. Repel. Fortunately, we repel against 2 objects. Platform. This time it's going to be a real repel and not an attraction. Minimum distance of 3. Save. And let's turn on and see if we need to do it for tree 1. Tree 1's lower, so it might not. Now, tree 1 seems like we're okay. Nice. That's looking good. We're still doing great for time, too. There's not a lot of complexity to these in some senses. They're just kind of stuff. Turn off scatter. We're going to go into platform to add some more stuff. Empire of Sands. We could throw a little bit of like weirdnesses into here. Let's see. What is that? Just like an open barrel, I guess. Weird. Like that. Okay, fine. I'm all right with that. Do we want to walk way down to the water? I hate that adding ramps seems to freak this thing out somehow, but whatever. We don't really need to. Let's grab our person. There's our guy. Select hierarchy. Copy objects now. We want to put him in scene collection base right now. And where do we want him? I kind of want him, like, to quote Baldur's Gate, down by the river. We're going to need to fix that. Never be afraid to change anything in your terrain that doesn't work. Tab. Oh. Smooth, connected only. I think that's way too much, yes. Oh, we're in way huge. Proportional size, 3. Not 45, 3. There we go. Flatten it out. Okay. And then bring it up. And the cool thing is all of our terrains and everything are procedural. So as we adjust this, it should just work. That feels okay to me. We can bring our dude up a little bit, but he's working fine now. Object mode. Let's just take our dude up a little bit. He can squish in a little bit because he's heavy, but that should be good. And we just want to make sure no trees in him, but other than that, that's actually kind of neat that he's sort of framed by those two little ones. I like that. It might be intersecting his geometry a little bit, but it's not something we're going to really notice, I don't think. So, screw it. We're not going to care. I like him there. He's looking good. Now, what else do we want to do? I'm going to try putting something on this one, see if I can. Since the base is now in the middle, that might be better on that. And then solo it. Turn off proportional. See if that works. See if it screws it up. That looks like it's okay. I think because the base is, the origin is there, it's going off of that and it's fine. So maybe we'll remember that for the future too. Just some stairs. Getting up to that. We could maybe even more. See if we got to ramp. No, we're still at stairs. Good, and it looks like it worked. Okay, cool. It's nice to have a little bit of extra time on this one this time. So I feel like recently I've been kind of like, oh my god, I gotta get it done beforehand, but no, doing okay. Let's think about skies. I want to try using that new one from Matte Paint 70 because it goes all the way from dawn to dusk, and I just really am interested in what that looks like. I'm gonna, first off, I want to sort of sequence it by name. There we go. So that's dawn. It comes up. And we got a lot of day. And then we have sunset. Oh, that's a really pretty sunset too. Let's try 2761. We're gonna go for a night one, maybe. It's gonna be dark, but we can always add a light or two too. Or just brighten it up. Either way. But let's see. I want to see if I can get those colors in there. Oh, yeah. We are getting those colors in there. We're going to get rid of this floor because I hate it. Cool. We still need to fabricify that. Photographer. Exposure 6. That's going to make it much brighter. 7. Somewhere in between. It's kind of neat. Maybe 7.5. And let's, while I'm thinking about it, change from high contrast to base contrast. So that's better. Grass is turned off too, right? Yes. Like it looks really barren. I'm like, oh, it's because grass is not on. Okay. Anyway, save. good place to start with. I think I like it for right now. I'm going to come here and grab the underlying, which should be steel. Sci-fi steel. It doesn't need balcony or that anymore. Okay. Our fabrique. How do we want it to be? What color? I think we're gonna try a Blender Guppies grunge cloth, and then we'll adjust it and grab the right object. It's going to be too dirty, I think, by default. Let's see, save. Let's just kill Geoscatter 2. Shading. It's pretty dark, yeah. This one, there we go. Okay, so our initial color is this sort of off cream slight thing there. Let's see, quick dirt is going to this one. Yeah, take the dirt down a lot, and this one down a lot. That just gives the pointiness. Okay. And all these can just kind of come down. And it's way more, it's a regular fabric. It's also nighttime, so that would be much brighter, I think, during the day, but that looks okay. And then we could also never leave something one material if you can make it two, right? Plus, 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 plus to there. That's good. Plus a sign. And just gonna grab. Where's our green? Our greenies are here. What's this shirt looking like, material-wise? Dark green velvet's there. Okay, cool, we want it. See, copy the object. Paste. Great. And we can just delete it. And Divine Green Velvet. There we go. Cool. I'm going through my... I guess I didn't set that as a... what you call it? Collision. Well, we can just fix that. Sculpt mode. Now we can do it one of two ways. We can drag it, or we can do a cloth drag it. Let's try a cloth drag. It's a little bit more expensive in terms of resources, but if it adds something, it could be neat. It also may screw us up. Yeah, you're pulling that. Come on. Great. Yeah, we're not. Elastic grab. Piss off. There we go. Now we can just do a little bit of a cloth grab, maybe. Drag cloth. Oh, drag cloth's not working too bad. There we go. So a slight bit of bumpiness there. I can even smooth it down just a little bit. There we go. I like that. Yeah. All right, let's just smooth it down a little bit more. Cool. Now it's not screwing up our stairs anymore. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize it had split. Oh, it hasn't split. It's just underneath. Right. Okay. Well. Sculpt mode. Let's try dragging it up. See if we can fix that. Oh, I see. It's also not particularly subdivided. Undo, undo, undo. Undo, undo, undo. There we go. There are better ways. Has that been applied? Yes. Tab 1. Goodbye. Fixed. Cheat. Tab. This thing. Tab. I like this. 1 plus 3 plus plus. Gonna make that also Divine Velvet. Yeah, okay. Cool. Nice. Now, geoscatter back on. Go away. How do we feel about that? I wish we had a little bit more light. I wonder if we can get a different angle on it and see if it does something. Let's just see. 60. 120. Ooh. Did I go too far on it? Because I love that. I want that on my dude. Or very near it. Well, let's, okay, so it's not quite yet, but 80 could be where we want to be. I'm trying 180, because I do like that. 240. 300. I'm thinking 80. 80's feeling pretty nice. Yeah. I want to see what it looks like with rocks or with the grass turned on. I need to see that. Because it's going to change the hue of our ground a lot, potentially. Oh, I didn't have it set. Let's set our guy. Okay, photographer, camera to the area Alexa, lens, the anamorphic, and I'm not sure about the millimeter of the lens yet. Resolution, let's go to widescreen. That's all right. Okay. Geoscatter. I think we will go to 35. Yeah. A bit more trees. So maybe I'll pull back even a little bit more. So we're kind of getting some tree action there. Do you get a sense of how big he is? That's the question. You do if you know how big a palm tree is. Not 100% sure yet, but I kind of am liking it. We could try one more little thing. We're not way over on time very much yet. Let's try just a cheap light. First off, we could try sunlight. That's going to light everything, obviously. For us, it's going to be a moonlight, so we're going to change the Kelvin color to like 12,000, so it's very blue. And we're going to rotate it that way. See what that looks like. It could be too bright. I mean, it is pretty bright. Do I want to see some of him? Can we see any of him? Is that too much? That's not bad. We could change our exposure back down to like 8.5. That brings us more to dark. That feels okay. I feel like that reads acceptably well. The light doesn't feel too off to me. Kind of feel like I want a few more plants though near our water, like very near our water. So we're gonna do it. Turn off geoscatter. And we're gonna grab biomes. And so many biomes. We're gonna go with jungle forest one or jungle ground. Ground is what we want. I don't really want any more trees. Let's do ground 1. Yeah, you're thinking still. You haven't done it yet. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video or using a faster video preset. No. Not doing anything. It's almost there. $8 million. Yeah, I know. It's way too big. Go away. Okay. So first off, we're going to cull mask upward obstruction to obstructions. And then dead leaves, I think we're going to get rid of. Yeah, we can keep it. We keep it. But it needs to be proximity. All these are going to be proximity close to water. Water. Reverse. Minimum of 1 and a transition of 2. We're going to try that. This is going to take me a minute. So if you guys want to bail, you can, because it's not going to be that interesting. I'm just doing this. We've already got a twig, so let's get rid of the twigs. We don't need double twigging. Oh, there's only 2 more, I guess. Ground cover for our triumphant reveal. Repel. Water. Distance of 1. You got nothing better to do? Yeah, me either. 2. And reverse it. And microlepia, whatever. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I think it's a fern. Repel. Water. Reverse it. One and 2. And yeah, cool. Let's turn off dry biome because we know we like it. And turn on. It's just those 3, right? Yes. Turn on those. Turn on geoscatter. Now let's see if I did it right. Probably should have saved first. I did it right. Cool. Just along the water shore. And I think once we add the other one in, that'll be okay too, right? Trees. Tres. Cool. The other ones don't really impact much of what we're doing. Let's just take a look. That looks better. It's kind of, well, I was worried like it's fixing these around these tree trunks that were feeling very like empty before. It's, whenever you can cover up your intersections between objects with just stuff, it's usually better. Hard edges are death for 3D, right? Still not great, this one, but it's much better. Yeah, so much so not great that I think what we're going to do is put a rock right here. Just get it from here. Spawn asset, rock. And we want sandstone. Sure. Beautiful. Let's turn off geoscatter. Turn it back on. Cool. I think that'll help us a lot. Kind of just cover up that. Move it over just a little bit. Cool. Save. Let's see. I'm not sure that I'm sold on this lighting. I'm going to have to play and see. Like, I'm going to render it and see if I like it, and I may re-render it. But let's take a look again. Don't solo him. What did I do? Oh, did I hide? Hide collection, yes. Don't hide collections. Cool. Can't hit just 8, got to hit Z8, or you get bad things. Yeah, I think I like it. I think it's good. It's got that kind of look that I want to it. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, folks. I appreciate it. I don't know if we'd call this one like super exciting, but I like our Oasis, and we did some fun stuff with the materials to make it work right. You know, just kind of a collection of things. I like our little plant walls too. I think they're nice. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll be back again tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you again then. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and take care. Have a good one. Okay. Bye.